Please welcome Secretary Glen Shor.
Thanks for the kind words, Bill. I'm really pleased to be back this year at the annual Digital Government Summit, as this will be the last Digital Government Summit I attend as Secretary of Administration and Finance. When Governor Patrick leaves in January, so do I. I wanted to take a second to talk about our experiences with technology in state government over the past 8 years and highlight our positive momentum in this area right now. The Patrick administration has always been enthusiastic about how technology can make it more convenient to interact with government, to access its services, comply with its requirements, and do commerce with us. We've understood how government can use technology to provide people with information which transforms their lives for the better. For me, I just think about those traffic signs on the Pike, helping me estimate my commute home to my family every night. Just one classic example. We likewise view technology as the key to unlocking a government that does business more efficiently and effectively. For instance, one that shares data to drive better decisions, and one that uses technology to eliminate redundant or sluggish processes or unreliable business models. Since Governor Patrick took office, he has been committed to making government work better by investing in technology. He has stayed the course in upgrading our IT, even in the worst fiscal and economic times in generations. Under his leadership, we've launched significant improvements in citizens' interactions with government rooted in the use of technology, most notably the MBTA ticketing app, allowing commuter rail and ferry riders to purchase tickets on their smartphones, and Commonwealth Connect, based on Boston's Citizens Connect app, which empowers constituents to report issues of concern to their municipalities. From public-facing advances in citizen convenience to the establishment of a second data center to enhance our security and resilience, to the systematic upgrading of the technology we use every day in state government offices, we've been bringing the Commonwealth into the 21st century when it comes to technology. Alongside that effort, we fought for and finally achieved adequate funding in the state's originally enacted operating budget to staff and maintain our IT systems, something desperately needed to protect our investments in technology and provide a sense of predictability and stability to the state IT workforce. Of course, it's not only about having the will to develop, deploy, employ, and invest in technology in service of better government, but also having the insight to do it well. It's an issue of structure, and it's an issue of strategy. The Patrick administration has done enormous work to improve how government is organized to deliver technology. Relatively early in our tenure, the governor issued an executive order consolidating IT within state government, making the agency formerly known as our Information Technology Division, now named Mass IT, point on service delivery and security, and within each secretariat vesting a chief information officer with wide-ranging technology leadership authority and responsibility. Through IT consolidation, we have cut the number of data centers in half, consolidated 43 IT help desks into 9, moved 75% of email to mass mail, and migrated 80% of online content to mass.gov. To date, the Commonwealth has achieved $14.4 million in savings from IT consolidation. But we needed to go further, and we have. In the course of taking on important and ambitious technology projects with huge potential returns for the public, we've learned some of the very same lessons being learned in governments elsewhere, and even, with perhaps less visibility, in large private sector organizations as well. We've seen that we need more centralized oversight of the procurement and management of technology. Under a combination of first, an executive order from Governor Patrick, and then a series of legislative enactments, Mass IT now has greater authority over and accountability for critical facets of our state technology environment than its predecessor ever had. Most importantly, a major voice and say in those large defining technology projects for the Commonwealth. It has shaped and is shaping the implementation of some of the Commonwealth's most consequential projects: Hicks IES, ALARs at the Registry of Motor Vehicles, IPASS at Environmental Affairs, and I should underscore, for the better. We've also come to understand that there's no shame and indeed only good sense in prioritizing smaller projects or breaking larger projects into smaller components. This provides more immediate deliverables, a benefit to consumers and users inside and outside of government, and gives us greater flexibility to assess and refine project strategies in light of project experience. You can see this model of smaller projects with shorter timelines in our recent launch of a centralized public housing system and mobile app for staff, advocates, and clients to identify available units, which was created within a few months. Yes, I said within a few months. Similarly, under Bill's leadership and that of many smart executives throughout state government, we're moving away from a bias towards building it ourselves towards a much greater willingness to buy software off the shelf. It's basic math. A comparison between trying to get 100% of what you want with a 50% chance of succeeding, the old way of thinking would have fixated on the 100% and ignored the 50%, versus with a well-conceived commercial off-the-shelf solution, getting 85% of what you want with a 90% chance of succeeding. Two of our major IT project turnarounds, Hicks IES and Genesis, the successor to Mass Tax 2, are indeed rooted in having found a fundamentally sound off-the-shelf product to meet the Commonwealth's needs. And we're pushing ourselves out there. Here's Mass IT, and they're in your face, working to broaden our pool of potential technology partners well beyond the companies that historically responded to the Commonwealth's needs. Through the first ever Mass IT Government Innovation Competition, engaging with more civic-minded entrepreneurs in just a few short months than in any prior year. Creating an Office of Municipal and School Technology to deliver much-needed IT expertise to under-resourced communities, including schools that are still on the wrong side of the digital divide. And launching a new Innovation Fellows program modeled on similar programs at the White House and the City of Boston to bring highly qualified, passionate professionals to state service. So I wanted to tell you before I leave this event and this office, it's really cool to be in IT and state government right now. Yes, I just said that. Just look at Mass IT's new logo. Things are happening. So, partner with us. Do business with us. Give us your advice. If you're talented in technology and want to make a real difference for your fellow man or woman, go cut your teeth or sharpen your already impressive skills under Bill's leadership at Mass IT or in one of our Secretariat IT wings. We're not going to stop in our drive for continuous improvement until we meet our constituents' needs wherever they are in the ways that work best for them. Whether a request comes in via smartphone or face-to-face visit, we must be able to respond quickly and effectively. And when the Commonwealth is fully able to achieve that goal, it will have become a truly digital business. Thank you.